Happy day children, class 7 science biology chapter 9 soil. This is part 2 video. Formation of soil. We know that soil is formed from weathering of the plant parent rock. There is the bedrock. So the texture of the soil depends upon the parent rock only. So the process takes time and maybe 100 years, and then the fine soil is formed. In the first stage, a soil formation, the soil is generously non-porous in nature. Then it slowly turns into soil having air and water in the pores. Then as a mixture of rock, particles and humus. So based on the size of the particles, the texture of the soil can be divided into various parts. So bedrocks begins to disintegrate, and next organic matter facilitates further disintegration. Then the water percolates and horizons forms. And deeper profile, more humus, thicker horizons like A horizon, B horizon, C horizon, and then the fourth is the bedrock or the parent rock. Next we will see the types of soil. Clayey soil, loamy soil, sand, silt. So this is the particle size in the sand, silt and the clay. We can see in the sand, it's if you see the particle size is 0.05 mm to 2 mm, silt 0.002 mm to 0.05 mm, and in the clay less than 0.002 mm. First we are going to see is sandy soil. They are quite large particles. The spaces between these particles are filled with air, so hence sandy soils are well aerated soils. Because of larger spaces, water can easily penetrate through the particles of sand. Sandy soils, however, cannot hold water. So sandy soils lack much nutrients, hence do not support the diverse growth of plants. So this cannot be used to make pots, bricks, toys and statues. The next is clayey soil. It consists of fine particles which have less space between them. So since there is not much space between the particles, clayey soil are not well aerated like sandy soils. They are able to hold water and hence suitable for different kinds of growth of plants. Next is loamy soil. The loamy soil contains a similar amount of large and smaller particles in them. They are a combination of sandy, clayey and silty soil. Hence also contains humus. So they are also called the agricultural soils because of their fertility and appropriate texture. So they contains good amounts of calcium. Silt soil. So the silt soil particles are smaller than that of the sandy soils but larger than the clayey soils. They are rich in nutrients, highly fertile and hence are suitable for agriculture. So they are often mixed with other soils to improve the fertility of the soil. Next is property of soil, that is percolation of water through soil. So percolation can be defined as a property of the soil by which it allows the flow of water through it. So how can able to find out the percolation rate? Equal to ml by minute is equal to the amount of water, ml divided by the percolation time, minutes. So the rate at which the water percolates or moves through the soil may vary in different kinds of soil. One such example is given. For example, if water in bottle A percolates in 20 minutes, in bottle B percolates 15 minutes, then we can be able to calculate as 10 A, that is amount of water divided by percolation rate. So 200 ml divided by 20. So that is 10 ml per minute. So like this we can able to find out. So the next is moisture. The moisture is the amount of water which is present in the soil. So even a dry soil has some amount of moisture in the air. So however the clayey soil has the highest content of moisture. Next is absorption. Every soil has a water absorption capacity which depends upon how porous the soil is. The next is texture. The texture is the size of the particles of the soil. So here we'll see the different kinds of soil having different textures. Thank you children.